My game trailer is finished and scheduled to come out May 1st, and it got me thinking, if you're an aspiring game developer looking to create your own indie game, this video is for you. In this video, I'll be discussing the common mistakes that indie game developers make and how to avoid them. So let's get started. First point will be lack of planning. One of the biggest mistakes indie game developers make is not planning the game properly. Without properly planning your game becomes unfocused and unorganized. Before you start creating your game, take the time to plan out your game mechanics, story levels, and characters. This will help you stay on track and ensure your game is cohesive. The second point will be trying to do everything yourself. Another common mistake in the game developers make is trying to do everything themselves. Unless you don't really have a choice. Well, even me, like, I can't do everything myself. I kind of outsource a lot of the things that I do. A lot of the things that I don't outsource, I do myself. But that requires money to be able to outsource things if you cannot get help for free. So I would say maybe get a full-time job if you want to be a game developer, because the prices are going to go up. But I'm going on a whole tangent right now. So what I'm saying is, while it's great to have a broad set of skills, you can't be an expert at everything. You may be great at coding, but you might not be good at creating art or writing compelling dialogue. It's important to organize your strengths and weaknesses and seek out help when needed. Consider collaborating with other developers or outsourcing the tasks, like what I said before. Another one, which is not most people kind of ignore, is focusing too much on like the graphic side of making games. Even though graphics look amazing and are important, they shouldn't be the sole focus of your game. People tend to fall into this because it looks pretty. But if you kind of divert yourself away from that, you'll be able to make your game in time for it to get released. A game with stunning graphics but poor gameplay will not be enjoyable for players. Focus on creating engaging and challenging gameplay first, and work on improving the graphics. Remember, a game with simple graphics can still be fun and enjoyable if the gameplay is great. Another mistake indie game developers make is ignoring feedback from players. It's important to listen to your audience and take their feedback into considerations. This can help improve your game and create a better experience for players. Create a community around your game and engage with your audience to gather feedback and improve your game. Also, it helps with your brand quite a lot. People like being engaged with a certain brand because that brand will listen to its customers, players, audience, or whatever you want to call it. So be nice to the players and you'll create a great community. Rushing. So finally, rushing the game development process is a common mistake. It's a big mistake. People think they can make games now like 2 months or something. Averagely, a game takes about a year to make. Unless you're getting used to how certain engines work and how certain things work in order to get the game out, a game will roughly take about a year to make. It doesn't matter how good you are. Well, it actually does matter how good you are. If you can actually plan your game in advance, you can make a game as fast as you wish you could. But at the beginning, just take your time. Honestly, just take your time. Test the game a lot of times. Make sure there's just an absolute minimum bugs, virtually zero glitches, and an overall good player experience. Otherwise, people just simply won't download your game. And in conclusion, making an indie game can be a challenging but rewarding experience. Avoid the common mistakes and you can increase your chances of creating successful indie games. Now, if you want to learn more about publishing indie games and what to do in between, watch my other videos that explain a lot about the background of making games. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Peace.